Hey, how's it going out there? This is Two Birds, One Show. I'm DeeTer. That's my buddy Ricky.
Yo.
If you're new to the show, we're on the BGSE network every Thursday night, 10 p.m. We talk about Philly sports and craft beer. So let's dive into some beer, if we will. Or
anybody that's watching, please chime in and tell us what you're drinking, smoking, eating, whatever. And also, a friend of mine, I'm going to send a shout out to my buddy Jim, and he wanted me to do a poll on here to see, everybody's basic feeling on what. All right, so here's the question: is it okay when you make the playoffs, like say you win the division or the wild card,
to celebrate right into the sports? We're diving right into it.
No, we're not diving into sports. I'm doing a poll question. Is it okay?
Right.
Are you on the? I'm asking America. Are you on the side of the fence when you win a division or wild card, whatever, and you get in the playoffs to celebrate? Whether pop the champagne, drink the beer, whatever, or do you reserve that and only celebrate if you win a championship? There's a question. I'm gonna leave it to America. Feel free to answer throughout, or answer whenever or if you're watching a day or two from now, write in the answer. I want to see where everybody stands. I know where I stand. I know where Jim stands. I want to see where everybody else stands. So, what are you drinking?
I don't really know how to do a poll like that. Like if we could calculate something like that.
Yeah, I think if anybody wants to comment
if you. Our followers want to comment on it, but as a poll wise, that's got to be like something on like Facebook or something.
No, I know, I know, but I was talking to him today about it, and he said, "Why don't we do a poll on the show tonight and just see?" And listen, if nobody answers, that's fine, and if 4 people answer, that's fine too. I'm just something fun, see how people feel.
I'm gonna put my vote in. Hey, cool. You know what I mean? Like it was like the 13th year that we made the division champions. Hey, might as well celebrate, man. Like Christ, we didn't fucking get much farther, so you might as well celebrate.
I agree totally, and I've said it on this show, and I've said it in life many times. Whenever life or the universe gives you an opportunity to celebrate anything, take it. Take it, because you'll never go through life and be like, wow, I wish I didn't enjoy myself and celebrate that happy moment. And I don't mean just by drinking or whatever. Celebrate however you celebrate, with a meal or, fireworks or drinks or whatever, dance, hug, whatever, celebrations can be anything you make them. And I always say, when you have an opportunity to celebrate things.
Jeff says it very well. Feast or famine. Story of the season. Said it for months. And dude, everybody that said, oh man, they should be celebrating that they won the division championship, that we got to focus on the playoffs. I get that because we were in the playoffs a few times and we've seen the same factor that we've seen this time. No relief pitching. No. So
what are you drinking tonight?
Well, Christ, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. So I went with New Trail.
Nice.
Flannel weather.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice beer.
Nice.
Nice Zealand hops. 7.5.
Nice. Perfect.
Yep. I do like some New Trail. Yeah, it's a tasty beer, and it's getting a little chilly out there, so flannel weather. Yeah, it's a good name for a beer.
Give me the rundown on the beer. What are you getting? Nose, taste, color, smell?
New Zealand hops. You know what I mean? Like a little greenness, a little bitterness. Very plain Jane on the malt build. It's kind of light. It's not like too oats or too much wheat. Yeah, I would say like this is a lighter build for their beers, but hop wise is really good. And it's a 9%, not 7.5. My bad. Yeah.
Nice.
And this show is a 9% show. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna come out all friendly polls and stuff like that. No. We won the division. We shouldn't have got shot out the ass.
So I'm drinking.
Beginning of October. Okay, go ahead.
Do you want to do sports? Or you want to do beers first?
Go ahead with the beers because we're going to go through a lot of them.
All right. So I'm drinking. It's a collab between Freak Folk up in Waterbury, Vermont, near the Alchemist, and Fiden's.
Nice.
Yeah, see that, the Fiden's acts that they all,
oh, that's cool, man.
representing Eugene's act. Yeah, great artwork. This is hanging out about. I haven't even tried it yet. It smells really good. Almost getting like almost a mild hint of like a watermelon, almost like you would get from like an El Dorado hop. You get a slight sweetness on the nose.
Oh, smells great. Hoppiness.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful looking beer, man.
Yeah, it's I think I want to say. Trying to find the ABV on there. I'll take a sip and I'll tell you in a second. I'll probably be able to tell you what it is just by drinking it, but usually they have the ABV on there. I don't. Okay. That looks like 8.6 or 8.5. Sorry, the lighting in here is not great. So, yeah.
Oh, it's nice looking beer. Nice glass. Yep.
I can't. I mean,
sports wise is not going to be really nice tonight, but beer wise, hey, cheers, guys.
Cheers to anybody watching. If anybody's watching, what are you drinking? What are you smoking? Or what are you eating? Or whatever. I don't care. Or if you're just drinking water, or, whatever. Join in the conversation. I love, talking to people. And I know our viewership's up to over 17 million. Thank you. That's a lot of Asia watching right now, but thank you very much to everybody.
Well, I took notes from last time we had Stoggs and Big Game James on, or like, you should dive into more important sports beforehand. And I've always waited to the end, but why not? Right. So let's dive right into the Phillies. We already got the poll going.
I've always said that on our show. I always said, well, I guess since we're going to bury the lead, but that's fine with me. I never minded talking the big sports because you were saving the best for last. And I was always okay with that.
I thought that was a better way about it, but maybe I'm wrong.
I do too. I don't know. I think you're right. I'd like to, a lot of times we'd wait and talk Eagles last or the Phillies, and I was always okay with it. I never mind. It's almost like saving the best for last. I always thought it was cool.
We got a little comment here. Trillium has come to New Jersey. If anybody's not aware of that, Trillium is here.
Mixed six pack from Raj. Thank you, Raj.
Yeah, it's so strange. Even Bobcat does a mix pack.
It's because it's so limited.
Why do that? It deters the release of Trillium. You know what I mean? Trillium, you have your good high ABV beers, you have your good low ABV beers. Yeah, it's so weird. Why mix it up?
Well, New Jersey's just fucking weird in general when it comes to any kind of beer law or anything.
4 point, awesome pale ale. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Congress Street's
Kiwi, Congress Street, all that.
Yeah,
but
Melcher.
It should not be put
Sunrise.
in this package. Hey, you need to spend $40-$50 on these 5 beers.
It ain't cheap,
dude.
It ain't cheap.
Just stop in New Jersey. You know what I mean? It doesn't need to be like this.
Can I send a quick shout out to at my place? We just got a keg of Trillium Melcher Street, Fiden's Jasper, and Fiden's the Farmer, and also Root and Branch Frenzy September 2024 batch. Come on, check out if anybody's looking for some great IPAs or even any style. Lager styles, check out the Hub, and there's a good crew up there. All the people that come up there are awesome people. Aaron sends a shout out to you, and Mike Rosier, who, by the way, all this time, do you realize he calls you Jeter?
Jeter? No, he doesn't.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah, I know he's watching. He's always like, "How's your boy Jeter doing?" And I'm like, "Are you calling him Jeter or Jeter?" And he's like, "It's Jeter, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's Jeter, dude. He's the man. Love you, Mike."
Jeter. He's never called me Jeter. He's just fucking with you. I haven't been there. I haven't seen him forever, man. And I feel
about you all the time, dude.
I know. I love him too, man. He's a fucking great dude. I'm waiting for these damn T-shirts, and I sent a reply back to the factory or whatever, and they're like, we can refund you, or you could just wait. So I was like, oh man, well I really want the damn T-shirt, so I'm gonna have to wait.
Just wait it out. That's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody asks about you. Got to get your ass up there sometime. Have some beer.
I know. Jeff said he's going to stop by the Hob after seeing the new horror flick, Terrifier 3.
Nice.
I tried watching Terrifier 1. It's not.
Is that tonight, Jeff? Is he going there tonight?
He said Saturday.
Oh, Saturday. Okay, because I was going to say the Root and Branch just got tapped yesterday. But the other ones, it won't be till next week. So, but the Root and Branch is on. And by the way, this batch is fantastic. It's the Frenzy. Nice. Oh man! Shout out to Pittsburgh Bill. He was up there today, drinking and hanging out with me.
Oh, nice. Bill, I said hi, man.
I will. That's my dog. He's watching my hound dog for me when we go on vacation next month.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's a good dude. And Bon and Sue, two of the best people in the world. They're up there chilling, and Mikey Rozier and Aaron and the whole crew.
Where you guys going, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I'll tell you off air.
Okay. All right.
Also, and a shout out, one of our regular viewers to the show, Greg, was just in the hospital. So we're sending out mad prayers to you, kid. Get well soon. Yeah, so I think that's it from that end over there at the Hob.
Yeah, I need to get there. I just been waiting to get these damn shirts, and I know it's like, well, fuck, man, I'd be waiting forever. So I might as well just
still come up even without the shirts.
No, I know. Yeah, I definitely gotta do that. November, there's gonna be a beer festival, South Jersey Fermentation Club, right out in front of Tonewood in Oakland. Nice. So that's gonna be a good time. My buddy Al is going to have a beer on keg there.
Nice.
He's doing a Roush beer, I believe.
Nice smoked beer.
Yeah, it's gonna be
cool, I like a good Roush beer. You don't get to see them as much as I'd like.
For the fall, that's perfect, dude.
Yeah, I love Roush beers.
Yeah.
Remember we used to go to Smoke 'em If You Got 'em beer fest at the old yards? Yeah. Up there, what was that? Springfield?
I tell these young cats, Al and Jeff about it. I was like, dude, Smoking If You Got 'em was cool as hell, dude.
Great beer fest.
They had pig fucking roasted.
Yeah, roasted pig and
smoked beers, man. It was crazy.
It was always a great time.
That was a cool time, man. Oh, man.
Well, listen, I could tell by when we came on, you're chomping at the bit. I'm going to sit back and let you talk. I'm going to let you dive into the Phils, and I'll join in after you're done. But you seem like you're ready to throw a couple hooks up on the Phillies and let them
tough. Bop. It's tough, man. It's tough because, like, I'm hearing so much, like, it's a coach. Get rid of the coach. And, like, dude, I don't really think so, man. Like, we won the division. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get the coach has the lineup. The coach has the pitching, like who you're going to put in and everything. But when your guys ain't hitting and you don't have no relief, like how could you put all this on the coach? You know what I mean? Like it's tough, dude. Like I know, like you want to blame one person, be like, let's get a new coach. It's going to be a better team. That's not the case, man. That's not the case at all. Like, for the past 3 years, we've been in the playoffs, and every time the bats have not shown up. You know, Realmuto was like 0 for the whole playoffs, this playoff. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I love the guys. I do. I mean, I love this team. But in the playoffs, when you fall flat like that, it means, like, you can't deal with the pressure. And that's something you have to take in, man. You have to something's got to change, man. Something's got to change.
All right. Well, okay. I'm going to join in. First thing I'm going to say is I agree with your point about Topper. I know a lot of people are calling for his job. And I know when something like this happened, somebody's head's got to roll. And I'll say this, though. I'll say this about Topper. Before he got here, people, remember, the Phillies missed the playoffs for a fucking decade. Not just out of a fucking decade. 10 years they missed, right? Yep. Topper comes in, and takes over for a bumbling manager on a team that wasn't expected to get the playoffs. And what's he do? He gets us to a World Series. Now, it wasn't all years the Phillies didn't hit. It's the last two. The year before when we went to World Series, the Phillies did hit. So I'll say this.
Three
I would not fire listen,
years, man.
If somebody's head's got to roll, fire the hitting coach if you have to, and bring in a better hitting coach. Because here's the one thing I want to say about with Topper, people calling for his job. Listen, when all's said and done, though, Topper ain't out there swinging the bat. Superstars got to be superstars when it's time to be superstars, and they didn't. Can I run off a few things? And listen, I say all this with love. I love all these guys. But Kyle Schwarber, game 1, 2 hits. For the rest of the series, batted 125. Love you, Schwarber. Turner, maybe the most overpaid guy in Philly.
What happened with Turner,
200 average, and his at-bats in Game 4 were horrendous. JT Realmuto, 0 average. Love you, kid. You're a good catcher, but come on, cuz you got to fucking produce something offensively. Hold on. Rojas, 200. Boom. 0-7-7. And you bitch to moan, act like a fucking sissy the whole thing. Stop. Love you, kid. Big triple in Game 2, but he batted 182. Brandon Marsh. Love you, kid. I love the beard and the wet hair and all. Ha, ha, ha. Cool gimmicks. Dude, you batted 0-77. Now, that's where I get pissed off. You guys are paid one of the highest paid lineups in all of Major League Baseball, and you come out and fall the fuck asleep? That's unacceptable. So I'm not blaming the manager. I'm blaming the guys on the field. Do your job. And on top of that, the bullpen. Listen, you guys were great all year. You had 2 all-stars. Matt Strom and fucking Hoffman. And if you can include Estevez too, because he made it out there with the Angels. So and all 3 guys came up so small in the biggest moments. I mean, you're talking Matty Strom, who I've been raving about for 2 years. I mean, you had an 18 ERA in the plus. And Hoffman, your ERA was 40.5. Are you kidding me? You can't make that shit up. You can't make that shit up. Are you kidding me? Yeah. People want to get on Rob Thompson. Listen, do I question some of his moves sometimes? Yeah, but that's every manager. Rob Thompson's not swinging a bat and he's not throwing a baseball. I know that much. So instead of just looking for somebody to chop their head off to pay for this, why don't we get in the player's ass and say, do your job?
Hey, man up, do your fucking job.
Man up.
Yeah, like that's it, man. Like you didn't do your fucking job, man.
Thank you.
That's for pitching wise, like I feel like Nola did really well.
Who did really well what was Wheeler in Game 1. He pitched the fucking gem, had a 1-0 lead, and that's the game that changed the whole series. Because listen, you're at 1-0, you close that game out with Strom and Hoffman, who've been doing all year. It changes the whole mojo and energy of the team. You just stole a win, right? And then you go on to win Game 2. Then you go on to win Game 2, that amazing game. Now you're going to New York up 2-0. Guess what? You probably win that series. So I'm going to put a lot of the onus on that Game 1. You shit the bed, and that set the whole tone for the series.
A lot of people say, oh, you should have left them in. You should have left these pitchers in. Nobody's pitching a whole game anymore. I don't know what fucking baseball game.
It's rare.
Very rare, man. It doesn't happen. So, yeah, you have to pull these guys eventually. And, yeah, I know, like, when it comes to stress-wise, some of them play really well under stress. But it's not the whole game, man. You can't do it the whole game.
The weird
you need a relief. You need a relief. Do you need a relief?
The weird part is Strom and Hoffman came in such stressful situations all regular season and did the job and made the All-Star team. They were so good. And then it's weird. Then all of a sudden you get to the playoffs and it's like you crumble. Like you got in the spotlight and withered. Like I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it was a whole breakdown. And I do not think that it was the coach that got us to the playoffs.
I'm not going to blame the coach for that.
3 fucking years, man. 3 years. Like, come on, dude. Like, it's such a shitty fucking, it was a coach. Dude, that's such an out, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree 100%. And listen, I want to piggyback that. Do you feel that same way with Nicky Sirianni? Is it the players that ultimately have to get the job done on the field?
This motherfucker, though, man. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, the whole time he was like, we're going to go on the 4th without fucking Kelsey. That was a mess.
Fired up today, bro.
That was mess, dude. That was a goddamn mess. Yeah, man, I am fired up, dude, because we're going against the Browns, and I'm a little worried. I'm a little
if
worried.
I were you, I would not be worried a little bit. The Browns have a great defense, yes, but that offense is historically fucking bad, and you have a quarterback that's quit. He's quit on the team, and he's playing like he don't even want to be in there.
Okay,
This
but
is the Eagles'
you know what I mean?
game.
Like, they're gonna have to get a win eventually. You're right. I mean, like, we're going against the odds here.
They already have a win.
Jesus Christ, man! It's not gonna be good, dude.
I disagree. I think the Eagles win by at least 2 touchdowns on Sunday. I think the Eagles come out and smoke the Browns. In fact, when we
Nick
do our picks tonight, that's one of my picks.
I like the guy, man, but he's too team friendly. You know what I mean? He's not that professional level. And him and Topper are totally different.
Yeah, but can I ask you something?
Can you agree that him and Topper are 2 different type of people?
Personality wise?
Yeah.
100% different. They're 2
right.
If they're 2 ends of the spectrum, they're at the yes. But can I ask something? Has he won as much as Topper?
Nick Sirianni? Oh God, dude, that's close, man.
It's not close. He has
Super Bowl, World Series,
Super Bowl, 3 straight years in the playoffs. Yeah. Listen, everybody. I know in the bar Nick, but I'm saying the same thing with Topper as I said with Nick. The players got to get the job done on the field. Listen, Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna tell you, I like you, kid, but you know what? Since the beginning of the 2023 season. Last year, you lead all quarterbacks in turning the football over, and your team is 3-9 in your last 12 starts. You can't. Nick Sirianni doesn't throw any passes or fumble the football. I know that much.
Yeah, you're right, man. Like Jalen Hurts, man, his fumble ratios.
I mean, his interception. Listen, he can't turn the ball over and expect us to be a good team. You just can't keep doing it.
And, like, why the hell aren't we running the ball? We paid this guy, this running back from the Giants, who's like one of the top 5 running backs. Why can't we run the ball? Like, why do we have to?
When we do run it, we run it well. It's just I think they get so pass drunk sometimes they want to throw the ball all the time, and I don't understand why. Because like you said, you got Saquon Barkley, and not only that, you got 3 solid backs.
Who is that's doing the pass drunkenness? Is that Sirianni calling the calls, or is that Hurts making a call on the line? You know what I mean?
Or is it Kellen Moore?
Right? Who's making that call? Like,
I don't know. That's a good question, and they ain't telling us.
It's so strange, man. Like the last game with Barkley had like 1 carry at the second half, right?
I know. And you know what's funny, DeeTer, is I said going into that fucking game, everybody I talked to at the bar, I said the way you're going to beat Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay when it's 108 degrees and they're a good defensive team and we're without our best 2 receivers, our top receivers, 3 receivers overall. I said, you know what you do? It's like the art of war. You read that, you talk about it's a death by how's a mouse beat an elephant? 1 million bites. You had a death by 1,000 bites. You needed to run the ball and run the ball and run the ball and then run the ball some more and just wear down that defense. That's how you're going to win that game. Why am I seeing that? And these guys are paid professionals. They don't say you want to throw the ball all day.
Jeff said he might stop by Saturday before the movie Terrifier 3.
Jeff, when you go,
that's going to be a classic. Terrifier 3, man. That's going to be a classic.
Jeff, get the Root and Branch Frenzy. Get the Twin Elephant, Bibbidi Bibbidi Bop, and the Twin Elephant Cascade, Mosaic, and New Zealand Cascade and Mosaic. Those 3 are probably the top 3 IPAs on right now.
Nice.
And good there's a Martzen on from Swedesboro Brewing called Marvin the Martzen. It's one of the best Martzens I've ever had in my life.
Man. One of the best fucking bars in South Jersey. We got another one here. Anthony Do we have AJ, Devonta, and lane backs?
They're all back.
Yeah, they're
all
back.
back.
Right?
They're all back, baby. Listen, I'm going to tell you what. As much I just got on Jalen and said all this, Eagles are going to smoke the Browns on Sunday. This is the get right game. This is where it's like, okay,
wow.
September was the preseason. It was ugly, sloppy football. I think the Eagles win 4 of the next 5. I do, and I think the narrative changes.
Wow.
I say now, what's today's date? I don't know what it is. It's like October something.
What is this?
But the Eagles win 4 of the next 5. They're going to change the narrative.
10-10-24. Mark that date. 10-10-24.
17 million viewers just saw it. This is bigger than the Beatles at Shea Stadium. Let's face it, this show.
Oh shit, man!
You know what I mean? This is Michael Jackson the first time he moonwalked. This is Elvis fucking, you know.
It's been rough, dude. It's been fucking rough, dude.
It has. Jesus, but you know what?
Christ.
None of us have jumped ship. That's why Philadelphia fans are diehards. You know, we get beat down and take a punch, and we just keep standing up. Philly fans, you remember in Rocky II?
Our soccer fans out there, the Union did not make the playoffs. They did not make the playoffs this year.
News.
Sad news. Yeah, I mean, like, that's a
so
fucking
weren't they just in the championship 2 years ago, too?
Yep, 2 years ago.
So the Eagles, the Philly, and the Union all win the Super Bowl that same year, and all have gone on a steady decline since. And people wonder why us Philly fans are the way we are.
Yeah,
but look, we're still Philly fans. It's like in Rocky II. Or, you know, Rocky, when Apollo just kept beating him, right? And Rocky just kept getting up, and he's like, fuck. That's us Philly fans.
Son of a bitch.
That's a good burr.
Yeah, it's a bit rough.
Got some AC/DC on in the background.
Yeah, I wish I had some too, man. Because I could use it. Because this is so fucking bad, dude. So bad.
Well, can I say this, though? I know we're crestfallen. The Eagles have been up and down, and the Phillies just broke our hearts. But I'll say this: I'm a little excited. The Flyers season starts tomorrow night in Vancouver. By the way, Vancouver's kind of my other team I root for, kind of out west. But think about it: you got Matvei Michkov, who in the preseason scored 3 goals and 4 assists in 4 games. He had 7 points in 4 games. That kid's the real deal. And look at that. You got Jet Lachenko, made the team, 18 years old. He'll be the youngest Flyer in the history of the franchise to start a game. And you got Matvei Michkov, who's only 19. The future of the Flyers is bright. And you know I took Tortorella back in it ever since he brought
I don't want to jinx this all, but
I don't believe in jinxes.
The Flyers do look fucking good, man.
They do, man. They got a good squad.
And I feel like it's always the same thing. The whole rotation. The Phillies drop off, Eagles drop off. Then you got the Sixers, the Flyers. It's so tough. It's tough to be a Philly fan, man. It really is, dude. Like
listen. At least we're not Cleveland.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, that's
which by the way, Eagles are winning by 2 touchdowns on Sunday.
Wow. That's a bold statement, Cotton. Jesus.
I'll tell you what, that beer is done. I'm ready for another one.
Oh shit. Let's see if we got something here.
Have you ever had any beers from Sorry.
What is it?
What's in your fridge?
Well, I'll tell you what is in my fridge, DeeTer. Yeah, I'm saving this to do a review on RicT's Beer Adventures on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Dude, DeeTer, can I tell you what? That is a Troon and Fiden's collab.
Nice.
Yeah, that's getting a 4.75 mass rating on Untapped. I'm doing a review on this on RicT's Beer Adventures on YouTube and Instagram. Nice. Keep an eye out soon. Have you had anything from Golden River?
Albert has got a Troon can for us to hang out whenever we hang out. So hopefully, man, sometime you can come hang out with us, dude. Like we usually either go to Jeff's or his uncle. His uncle's got like this whole like home brewing set up, man, in Belmar by Belmar Lake. Not too far, man. You gotta come out sometime, man.
I will. It's just, I'm very busy, like in a good way.
Yeah.
I'm working on being
I
dad.
know.
And I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And believe me, I want to hang out with my buddies too. But I want to hang out with my kids even more. That's my best buds. So, but
You're such a good dude, man. You're a good dude, man.
Have you ever had Hidden River?
Oh yeah, yeah. My buddy Tony goes up there a lot, man. He always brings back Hidden River, man. It's good stuff, dude.
Well, I'm about to have my first beer from there.
Really?
Yeah, I got two.
They're really big backed by Brews in PA. The guys that know Brews PA, they back up Hidden River pretty good.
Well, I've read a lot of good reviews over the year. It's over in Douglasville. I've read a lot of good reviews from Hidden River. I just haven't got my hands on them, but I'm gonna drink it now. I think I'm gonna go with the Blue Ball.
They're far away. They're not. It's like probably 2 hours from us in Jersey.
Yeah, it's a hike. And what's the really good Pennsylvania brewery? It's in like Hellertown. Oh shoot! It's supposed to be one of the really good ones. It's supposed to be like a fun visit too. When you go there, there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes along with it. Dang. Like, did you ever hear of a brewery from PA, from Hellersville? They're like really good. I want to say Lost Tavern, but I don't think it is. I think that's a New England brewery. But something to that effect. If anybody's watching, Bonnie, you always bail me out on these. If you know what I'm talking about, please comment if you know what it is.
Yeah, guys, I would say Hidden River is really good. What's Warwick?
Yeah, Warwick, really good.
New Trail's awesome for
New Trail's really good.
PA's been doing really well, man.
Yeah. And New Jersey too. I got to give out Jersey love, man. A lot of people don't talk about us, but listen, there's like Tonewood and Ludlam Island and Kane and Troon and there's so much good beer in Jersey, and I think we don't get enough credit.
Yeah, Twin Elephant's been fucking
killing. Twin Elephant's great up in Chatham. Yeah. Man, this beer smells fucking dank as fuck.
Here it is.
Woo, that smells good, boy.
Here we go. Jeff said Lost Tavern.
That's what it is. Yeah, yes. Has anybody had their stuff? Because I've been reading a lot of good stuff about them. Jeff, have you had them or DeeTer?
He said he heard about them, but he hasn't had it.
Okay. Yeah. I've been reading a lot of good stuff about them. DeeTer, I'm going to tell you what, kid. The nose on this beer is fucking... What? You letting it down me? The nose on that beer is fucking fantastic.
What's a brewery? What is it?
This is the one I was just telling you about from PA, from Douglasville. Jesus, the lighting out here is terrible. This is Hidden River.
Hidden River. Okay.
What is your gummies kicking into?
No, my eyesight's really bad too, and I'm just like laser focused on being fucking miserable about the Phillies being fucking losing playoffs, dude. Like, yeah, I'm trying to enjoy some beers, but man, I'm fucking pissed.
Well, here's the good thing, though. Here's the good thing, and I know this. The Phillies just broke our heart. I know, I get it. But the silver lining is, as much as I bitch up and down about the Eagles, they're basically 0-0 with a 13-game schedule. They just played their preseason. And guess what? They beat the hottest Saints offense in their house, shut them down. They beat the Green Bay Packers right now, who everybody's putting in their top 6. And we're one stupid pass away from beating Atlanta. So in reality, Eagles should be 3-1. So it's not as bad as it looks. And I think the Eagles win 4 of their next 5, dude. I think they're about to go shut a lot of people up, and they're shutting me up too, because I've been bitching about them. Have you
seen this Redskins team? Have you seen them?
They're going to lose on Sunday to Baltimore.
No way. No
they are.
Way, dude. No way.
Baltimore is about to initiate that kid a welcome to the NFL moment. You heard it here first. Look, I love Jaden Daniels. The kid's a class act, an amazing player. But listen, the NFL will give it and take it away. listen, they're going to get a book on him. He's going to be a great player. But remember, Donovan when he first came.
I don't think Baltimore is that good that they're going to fucking beat the Redskins. Commodores or whatever the hell they're called.
You don't think Baltimore's that good?
No, I don't. I
Really?
think, they're as good as Lamar Johnson is. You know what I mean? Like
Lamar Johnson. It's Lamar Jackson, man. Listen, that Baltimore team just was one play away from being in the Super Bowl last year. You kidding me? That's a great Baltimore team down there.
I just don't see it, man.
Okay.
I like the Redskins got a good team, man.
Listen, yeah. You know what September is in the NFL? That's called the preseason, kid. Listen, I think Jaden Daniels is the real deal. Okay. But talk to me about the Redskins in the third week of December. And then we'll say, if you're still doing it then, okay, I'll give them credit. But nobody has a book on them yet.
All right. Okay. All right.
By the way, DeeTer, this beer is fucking fantastic.
Yeah. Hidden Rim is really good.
It's next level.
Everything I have from them, really good. I don't get much from them. But when Tony gets me some of their stuff, it's pretty good, man. They do a lot of collabs with different breweries and shit. The place is really beautiful too. Like I heard, it's
You've been over?
It's like I have not, but I heard from my boss. He's like, it's like on a farm and it's like open. You can like
where is Douglasville? Is that like Central PA?
It's like 2 hours away from us. I know that. But he said it's like on like a farm. You can just set up a picnic and just relax with your family and have a few beers, man.
I think I might have to make a road trip, dude. That sounds like something that's in my near future.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I think I'm going to check them out. And this beer, I got to be honest with you, this beer is phenomenal. This is, and I'm not saying just because I'm drinking it, but it's really fucking good.
Everything I have from them is really good.
Jeez, man, that's fucking
but
nice.
Like I said, it's about 2 hours away from where we're at.
I think that'd probably be something, do like a road trip day, like leave 6 a.m. and get up there, or even one of them things, maybe I'm gonna set up, like a weekend trip, get a room for one night.
But you never know.
Take the kids and the wife up there.
Forest and Maine used to be always like PA, and now you're starting to see Forest and Maine coming around.
Didn't they open a second spot?
Forest and Maine? I don't know, man. I know they were just like a little house in PA, man. And now, like, their shit's getting everywhere.
I think they did open another spot. I think they got so people realize how good. That's what I always say about beer. If you're opening a brewery, don't worry about gimmicks. Great beer will sell itself. I mean, it does. And listen, I'm not trying to pump myself. I've been in the beer game for a long time, and I do my homework, and it's all I do. Great beer will sell itself. Tonewood came in, and listen, Eli's a great brewer, and he came in, and he's like, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put out Fuego, because that's going to keep the lights on and the doors open. And then I can experiment and do all kind of other stuff, and they do. Tonewood does every style great. So, and so look at even Troon. The guy doesn't he brew in like a little fucking greenhouse, and he's brewing probably the best IPAs in the world. I mean, it's just, that's what I love about beer, man.
Pretty cool. There's some killer spots out there that people don't even know about. Yeah. And that's what I love about beer.
I love craft beer. It's an entity unto itself.
Right. Like, you talk about Troon, you talk about Hidden River. Like, there's so many little spots that people in the state don't even know about. So.
Well, and even the ones that they do, think about, and what was the other one we were talking about? Lost Tavern over in Hellersville. But also,
I didn't hear about them. That's the first time I heard about
them. Tired Hands. That's another brewery just putting out great beers, and I mean in all styles. And you said Warwick, and even Imprint. Especially, and I know it's not my style, but I'm not going to put hate on it. Imprint's huge because they make that smoothie series, and they do some of the best fruited sours in the country. As someone who's in 8 million beer clubs, trust me, people look for Imprint. I don't like them. I don't, it's not my style, but from what I understand, they do some of the best fruited sours in the country.
Yeah, if you have fruit sour, yeah, of course, simper it.
Yeah,
Fuck
I mean,
off.
I can't drink them. They're too. It's too much. God bless. I've had a few. They're solid. Nothing against people that do like them. A lot of people hate IPAs. That's what I drink, but I can't do it.
So, how do you feel about the Flyers against the Vancouver
Canucks tomorrow night, baby, 10:00. And guess what? So by the way, before I say anything, fuck you, NHL, for the way you fucking ass fuck the Flyers on their opening schedule. You look at the Flyers' opening schedule, man. You did no favors to us, man. Thanks a lot, NHL. Another slap in the face for a Philly team. Anywho, we'll be back home next week, next Friday, for the home opener against Vancouver as well. Who, listen, I love Vancouver. As far as as far as my team, but if I root for another team, it'll be Vancouver.
I was thinking that myself. Like, why is all of our teams away the first game? Like, every damn team. The Phillies were away.
Oh my god,
Eagles were away. Like, every goddamn
Brazil,
team.
in Brazil, and they count as one of our home games.
Why can't we have the first game at fucking home? Like, do you really need to beat us up more?
Watch, they're going to have the 76ers open in fucking Seattle. No, I'm just kidding. The Supersonics are gone.
I think the Sixers are away too, man.
I'm excited, man. I'm getting excited. I'm getting really excited, man. I think the Sixers are going to make some noise.
The Flyers at the Canucks and the Sixers at the Bucks. The Canucks and Bucks.
And the Bucks. But the Sixers are preseason.
Oh, is it a preseason? Okay.
Yeah, Sixers don't start for about 2.5 weeks.
I feel it's kind of weird, man. Every fucking time, dude, our first game is never at home.
Well, do you ever notice they fucked Philly teams over no matter what? Even all the calls in every game, everything. Our schedule where they put us, dude. It's almost like Philly is like,
I'm not going to say all that, dude. That's a bit much.
But you don't think calls never go our way like other cities? You think they go for like LA and New York the same? No way. No way. You ever watch a Lakers game and a Sixers game? Look at the total fouls called over the last 19 years. Seriously. You think it's not a thing? It is. You don't think New York and LA teams and cities they want to? You don't think Kansas City and NFL gets every single call? They got 3 Super Bowls in 5 years. I would say they do, and you could go back and see the examples. Even the one against the Eagles, the James Bradbury pass interference call to end the game. Are you kidding me? That was national on how bad of a call that was.
It's a lot to handle. I'm just saying, a lot of our home games are usually like our second game. You know what I mean? Like,
because they always fuck Philly teams over.
It's so weird. It's fucking very weird.
This is why we are the way we are. We're so abrasive and aggressive. We're almost like the dog that's been beat too much. Like, okay, motherfucker, I tried to be nice to you, but now when you come to pat, I'm going to fucking bite you. You know what I mean? We got to prove everybody wrong. We got to beat the refs and the fucking team we're playing. Always. It's always been that way.
Oh,
yes,
shit,
Peter, you might ask, has your gummy kicked in? Yes, sir, it has.
Well, I'm going to say, yeah, man, it's been a rough road this season. And shit is kicking in.
I'll tell you this. The Phillies, you fooled me. And DeeTer, I was wrong. I'll stand up and say I was wrong. I said to anybody that would listen, I said the Phillies are going to be World Series champions this year. I don't believe in jinxes, so I'm just going to say it. Man, was I wrong?
That was fucked up, man.
Yeah, that one hurt. Dude. That one hurt.
Yeah. And the Union just getting smoked this year. Just getting fucking smoked. We're bringing up this 14, 15-year-old kid to like prop up the game. It's sad. It's so sad. I don't.
That is pretty pathetic. Well, hold on though. I don't want to call it pathetic because if he's that good and he belongs in the league, then hey, God bless, more power to you.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
But I'll be honest, I don't know shit about soccer, and I haven't watched a full game probably in my life.
Can we just have one good sports team? Can we have
what I like to think, DeeTer?
Team?
All this paying of the dues is eventually almost like when the Eagles finally won and the way it happened, it was the most beautiful, epic thing ever. I just feel like all this paying of our dues, it's going to make the winning, when it finally does come around, that much better because, like, man, we felt defeat so many levels all the time. It's like the winning finally feels so good. When the Eagles won, I'll tell you, it was one of the greatest nights of my life, man.
Yeah, but it was like something that should not have happened. It was Nick Foles, dude. Nick Foles coming from the heavens to be like, hey, do you want the Philly? Yeah. We
So,
want
DeeTer,
the Philly, man.
It's
Like,
funny you bring that up. Earlier today, I was just talking to Bonnie, and I said the same thing. I said, Philadelphia teams, a lot of times when they're number one seeds, or like there was just with the Phillies, when there's expectations, they tend to tense up and not win.
Yeah.
But think about it. Whenever a Philly team's an underdog and there's no expectation, they always thrive. And so think about it. Remember the year when the Eagles did win? Carson Wentz was the MVP of the league through the first 13 games. And by the way, we were 11-2. I said in my mind, it's finally going to happen. We're going to win the Super Bowl. And then what happens, DeeTer? Probably the best thing that could have happened for the Eagles. The MVP got hurt. Nick Foles comes in, actually plays like shit the last 2 games of the year. And the first playoff, not like shit, but we barely got by. So all the expectation and pressure was gone. Maybe that's what they needed. Dude, it was truly one of the greatest sports stories ever. It had to happen that way, and it couldn't happen any other way for that to happen.
Well, even with the Phillies winning the World Championship, like, holy crap. Yeah, Ryan Howard.
Well, here, I will say this. To my counterpoint, that was one of the few times in Philly sports where they were the favorite and they did win. And guess what? The Phillies in 08 were the best team in the league, and they knew it. And they bounced around, fucking balls out like, listen, motherfucker, we know we're the best. And they went and showed it. That's one of the few times in Phillies where the one seed and the big,
team was amazing, man. Yeah,
it was. Probably should have won 2. Could have won 3.
Yeah.
Would have been the only dynasty in Philly sports so far. I'm waiting for that to happen. Please happen in my lifetime. Please let me see one Philadelphia sports dynasty. Please, Scott. Please, sports God. Let me see at least one Philadelphia, at least one more, please. If it's possible. Let me see one, though, at least. Let me ask you something, DeeTer. Quick question. Yeah. If you had to guess right now, of the 4, even throw the Union in, who's the next Philly team that's going to win a championship?
What's better than 1 win? 3 wins. With straight savings, keep one line for only.
That's rough.
If anybody's watching, please answer. It is rough.
Union.
It's a win-win-win.
Yeah, that doesn't really count, though. That doesn't count.
Union Soccer's got to win one in my lifetime. They have to win one in my lifetime. I don't give a shit. Like, I need to see the Union win, man. I saw them come into this fucking city. If they don't win one in my lifetime, God damn it, dude.
Let me ask you this. Take out the Union and just do the 4 major. Which one of the either Eagles, Phillies, Flyers, or Sixers? Who's the next one of them to win it?
I would say Flyers, man.
Really? Wow. That's a fucking bold statement. I like it.
Flyers got the talent. But, you know what I mean? You have a problem with the coach, dealing with young talent. We've talked about this.
Wait a minute, I know, but I did say ever since he invited Guy Gaudreau in to coach with the Flyers, the guy that Johnny Gaudreau's dad, who lost son, I told you, I said I brought the respect back for Torts. I'm going to give him a chance. I'm going to take him back into my good graces. So I'm not going to hate on Torts if he doesn't give us a reason to.
He's a hard guy, man. That's how he rolls, dude.
I hear you, but what has it done for? All right, that's cool. I'm not going to get on him.
But I feel like these young guys and the Russian players or whatever, I think it's good, man. I think it's good. And maybe I'm wrong. But I think this whole fucking setup, it's going to be good. I could be wrong, and I've been wrong in the past. But
couple things I want to say too. When we got on the Eagles, I didn't get to say the other day they released Devin White, linebacker, who we signed from the Buccaneers after this past season. Eagles released him, and Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is officially the backup middle linebacker. But Devin White, I'm glad you're going. I want to say this. You hit like on an Instagram photo as the Buccaneers were breaking our hearts and stomping the mud hole in the Eagles. You hit like on a picture of your quarterback in that game getting sacked and fumbling the ball on social media. Listen, that's a bad teammate. I don't care however the fuck you cut it. Good. I want you gone, dude. That guy's a snake. Secondly, Darius No Play Slay. You're going to go on a Dallas Cowboys podcast and trash one of your teammates. Are you kidding me? Are you? And then reiterated it today in another interview saying, I would do it again, even on Dallas week. I want you to fuck on, dude. Listen, one thing I learned when I was very young from somebody very wise, a teammate, a friend, whatever you want to call it, someone that's going to smile to your face and then turn around and talk shit behind your back, that ain't a friend or a teammate. Get them gone. You don't want them people around. Darius Slay, I look forward to the moment you're gone. I got zero respect for you. I don't respect that kind of behavior, and I can't wait till you're gone. You're a terrible teammate. You never see a Brian Dawkins or Jeremiah Trotter or Troy Vincent or Brian Westbrook or Donovan McNabb. You never see them go on a Dallas Cowboys podcast and trash a teammate. Get lost, dude. Your time here is up. And you suck, by the way, dude. Get the fuck out of here. You smile to his face and then trash him. You smile to his face and trash him behind his back. I hope CJ punched you in the fucking mouth, dude.
Yeah, no heart loss there.
Yeah, that's some weak shit. Sorry, that was my Ricky rant. Thank you for the music, kid.
Oh shit! Is that
no?
Is
It's
that
even better when we do it later. It's like when you put the hashtag after.
God.
What's going on? What's going on?
I love it, dude.
What's going on?
Yeah, time for Darius Slay to be gone from this city.
It's tough because, like, yeah, sometimes you have like a few people on, and I don't do that whole thing, but yeah. So, my next beer is a Little
Willow. Which one's that?
Festival Season.
Nice. They're a good little brewery.
Yeah. This is given to me by my good buddy Al Smith. Thank you, Al.
The boat.
Oh man, that's fucking good. Yeah. Sorry.
What's the ABV on it?
Shit. I'm gonna have to start breaking out the glasses here.
I hear you, dude. It's the same here, dude. I'm like, what the?
I think it's like 7.5 or something.
That's cool.
Somewhere's around this time.
Yeah. That's right in our wheelhouse.
It's very nice. A little fruitiness, but a nice little blend.
I'm guessing very smooth, mellow, and soft body, right? Yeah. That's how Little Willow does it. That's their marquee. That's how their beers are. That's a good thing. They're good. Do you like a soft, mild beer with not much bite with Little Willow? That's your brewery. A lot like Marlowe Artisan Ales, who I'm a huge fan of. Wow, that's a good fucking beer, dude. That Hidden River.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things. My buddy, my boss, Tony, is always a good friend of theirs. So let's jump into the bets last week. Where
you got everybody at? Let's hear all the totals for the year and who we had. You're the producer.
So I had Vikings, 49ers, Seahawks. I had one out of them. You had Vikings, Seahawks, Commanders. You had two. So where we're at now, so 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Shit. I'll have to do some math here. So it's like,
I got it written down somewhere in here anyway. It's on one of my fucking pages. It's close.
We're close. We're close. Yeah, we're either.
What do you got totals at right now?
So I got 3, 1, 1, 1. So that's 6. You got 2, 1, 2. So you're at
2, 1, 2.
So you're down 1.
No, was it 2122?
2102.
Okay, so it's 6-5.
Yeah, 6-5 right now.
All right, nice.
So my picks of the week right now, I'll go with Bucks, Chargers, and Lions.
Okay, Bucks Chargers. Let me write it down. All right, so I got, and I think I already said something during the show. I have the Eagles. I think they're going to go. This is the make things right game. I think this is where the Eagles find themselves, and it's not as bad as people thought, and I thought at some points this season. I think the Eagles, this is their get right game. I think they win by 2 touchdowns over Cleveland. I have Baltimore. I'm a huge Jaden Daniels fan on Washington, but I think this is the game where it's a welcome to the NFL game where they're like, I know you're joining success, kid, but welcome to the NFL. So I got Baltimore beating Washington. And then I got Houston, who is just, the darling of the league, D'Amico Ryan's team. I got him beating New England.
It's a good squad. It's a good squad. Yeah, Houston's been fucking firing up. They're a good team.
Yeah, Houston's a good team. I mean, CJ Stroud's the real deal. And his receiving core might be overall one of the best in the league. And then you got two solid running backs. Good defense. Well,
on that note, thank you for joining our show. Check us out every Thursday night, 10 p.m. on the BGSE network. Wait a minute. Wait, I think I have. God damn it! Where is Oh yeah. We have Doobie energy drink. Check out the QR code. And if you like cigars, check out the cigar shop, Puff Sip Chat. Right?
Great spots.
And hey, every Thursday night, 10 p.m. Check us out. All right. Have a good night.
Peace.
Later.